All right, so before starting this video, the main question we have to ask ourselves is, does poor optimization of a game count towards a game review? Is it going to affect the game as a whole, and will it actually fundamentally change the game? If the answer is yes, then your review is going to be worse than mine. My review is not going to be contingent on the optimization of the game. And if you're like me and you say no, the optimization doesn't really should be counting towards the end game, right? It shouldn't be counted towards the game as a whole, the replayability, the fun, the good times that you're having with the game. Does the game feel good? Does it play well? Is the story fun? If it's an action game, is there good action? If it's a racing game, is there good racing? There's a multitude of different things. The art style, the art direction, the dialogue, the voice acting. There's multiple different analysis that you could have towards a game in order to make it a good game. If your answer is yes, optimization does count towards a review of a game, then the score is going to be significantly lower. If that is the case, then you're not going to like my review. It's going to be not something that we are going to agree on, right? We'll pretty much butt heads on each other when it comes to that aspect. For this game, I will even consider the games that we are going to be having out in 2025. And if you take the list, the one I'm second most excited for comes out soon, the first Berserk Kaizen. I think that's also going to be a Game of the Year contender. But I've been playing Monster Hunter Wilds for a while now. I'm Monster Hunter rank 20, and I took a 2 to 3 day break. Right now, I'm approaching 30 hours on the game. I beat the story mode. I'm showing you guys gameplay of the monsters that we have. And there's more rare monsters, but I don't want to talk about it specifically with this because during this review, I want to make strictly just the story mode. I also don't want to go over the end boss because I thought it was phenomenal. I thought the whole story was phenomenal. The voice acting phenomenal. The direction of it phenomenal. It's a beautiful game. Everything about it was perfect in my personal opinion. They took everything from World, put it into Wilds, and just upscaled it by 10x. That being said, optimization, there's some lag areas. I've put about it in my last review. And there's also some aspect of crashes. I think I had a total of 5 crashes playing the game. Now, say I wasn't playing it in PC. Say I was playing it in console. I haven't heard much about crashes in console. I think it's better optimized for console because it's a larger area. PC, yes, there is 1.2 million concurrent players on Wilds, and it's been breaking records, and people have been trying to shut it down, but so far it's been amazing. I can only imagine what the numbers are for console. They really should have something to where you can actually review the numbers on console and concurrent players. But that being said, for this game, I think it's going to still win Game of the Year, even with optimization issues, because at the end of the day, that can be fixed. Now, if you're against it, the optimization, you count that towards a review, then obviously you're going to have a different take than I am. Me personally, I think it's still going to be Game of the Year, if not a strong contender for Game of the Year. I've seen the lineup. I've seen multiple different games that are going to be coming out for this year, 2025. And for at least saying it, this is an early prediction, right? We're still in March, so this is going to be an early prediction in the aspect of I haven't played the game. I've only seen it or played betas, or if I like multiple different games. I watch gameplay on the games that are coming out. There's a lot that I'm excited for in 2025. That being said, I still think that Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be Game of the Year, just based off of everything that we've had from World, and then just having a 10x aspect on Wilds has been fucking phenomenal. I haven't really had much of a disparity in this game to a point where I'm like, getting tired, it's not fun, irritation, even with the shutdowns and the optimization issues. Everything has been so, like, it's a game that honestly, if we're going to take a look at what video games are, right? Why do we spend 100, 200 hours on video games? The main aspect, again, when it comes to my review, if this is your first time watching, welcome. If you guys have been repeating subscribers, welcome back. If you guys want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Hopefully I'm not getting too many people angry when it comes to the optimization issues, because I know we're going to butt heads. But my sole aspect for playing a game, and I'm sure just as much as your guys's, you want to have fun, right? Escapism is you want to, whatever's happening out in the real world, whatever issues you're having, you want to sit down and you want to have fun. You want to have the ability to replay a game. You want to have the ability to enjoy the game, spend your time. You know you're putting 100 hours into it. You have to make it seem worthwhile, right? That's the whole aspect of a video game. Now, if a game is the basis for me is starting out as a 5, right? So from 1 to 10, you start at 5. If the game is not fun, right? So 5 is just average. It's just a game. If it's not fun, and then multiple different issues, art directions, dialogue, DEI, whatever the case may be, 5 down to a 1, that's what it is. It goes lower. Base, again, if a game is fun, if it has good performance, if it feels good, if the dialogue is good, if the art direction is good. And art direction can be subjective, right? Because there's 2D games, 2.5D games, 3D games, hyperrealism, not hyperrealism, very cartoonish games that I enjoy as well. I'm very broad, but it starts at 5 again and goes up to 10 because you have so many different other layers that you can stack on top of it to continue bumping the review higher and higher, correct? Wilds treated it like a base game. From base game to the moment of the beginning of the story mode, to the side quests, to the story, to the fighting, to the art, to the monsters in general. It just kept bumping up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, even with the performance issues to me, because I'm not counting it. Performance, does the game run well, and performance are two completely different. When the game is optimized correctly and it feels smooth and you're moving at 144 hertz, it feels amazing. It's like tip-top shape. When you drop some frames and stuff like that due to optimization, yeah, it sucks, but it's not all the time. You can be a little bit more forgiving for that aspect. At least I can. This is my own opinion. Everyone has a right to have an opinion, right? I still think Dark Souls 1 is trash, right? I still don't like Dark Souls. And then I also think that there's other games like Lies of P that out Dark Souls. I think they make a better Souls-like than Dark Souls, to be honest. Now I may get some hate from that as well, but back to the review at hand. There hasn't been an issue with Monster Hunter to where I was like, why are we doing this? Why are they saying this? Why, like, I just didn't have complaints. I didn't have any complaints that I really do in other games or AAA games. I feel like what's going to happen is the East Coast, East is going to just destroy the West when it comes to games, because at the end of the day, their whole purpose and their sole purpose of making the game is to have it to where it's fun. And they know that people want escapism. They know that they have the main attributing factor to the game and sales is to get eyeballs and to get people to buy their product. So their whole aspect of it when it comes to the East is, let's make this game fun. Let's make the women hot. Let's have cool giant swords battling giant monsters. I'll give you a perfect example. Sharknado. They managed to make like 6 Sharknadoes because it's a dumb movie, but it's fun. They just catered. They knew the audience and they catered to the audience. Or if you watch Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, let's be honest. Like, the story is shit to those movies. But dudes and guys, like bros, right? The bros. They want to see a giant fucking ape fight a Godzilla reptile monster that shoots laser beams out of their mouth. It's just a guy thing. It's just, they know the audience is predominantly male. They know what fun is to those males, right? Everyone is subjective in a chart, right? You got a chart. Everyone has, okay, white male between the ages of X, Hispanic, black between the ages of X. What do they like? They like fights. Dragon Ball Z. They like monsters. They like, you know what I mean? Everyone is, and they decided, they got all this together and it's like, cool, we're going to make that game. We're going to make it fun. We're not going to have any different ideologies being pushed. We're not going to have any narratives being pushed. It's just going to be a game and it's going to be fun and people are going to spend time with it. I took a 2-day break because I wanted to reassess. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just my initial reaction, boom, this game is 10 out of 10, because I already had a preconceived notion. I am biased because I already played World and I thought that was amazing. So I wanted to take a break and be like, the issues that I have, were they big enough to hurt the review? Was the fun that I was having, was that like just the excitement? Was it just when it came to game release? Or did I still remember it and I still had fun? Yes, I did. Okay. The East knows how to make a fun game to where it caters to the bros. Where it caters, it sounds so weird saying to the bros, but to the dudes, to the guys and the people who actually want escapism and have fun. That being said, more games, if the East continues making more games like this, there's going to be, especially in 2025, there's going to be a good amount of Game of the Year contenders. I don't know how the West is going to keep up. But that can be a topic for a different video. But yeah, that's a little short rant of why I think and believe that this game is going to be Game of the Year. Early prediction, still a lot of games to come out. It's just fun. It's just a beautifully well-made game, especially when the optimization is there. It's perfect. I'm going to go play it again after I make a couple videos because it's been a couple days since I uploaded. But after I make a couple videos, I'm just going to be spending time and playing as much as I can. I don't have any objective hates on it. Now, scoring it based on performance issues, if we were to account for optimization and crashes and stuff like that, 9, 8 out of 10. At the end of the day, it might lose a point or two. That's about it. It's not like you can't go back and go into the monster and fight. And the game does a really good job with autosave to where your progress isn't going to be lost as much. Yeah, that's I think this game has done it. I think Capcom knew what they were doing. They catered to the audience. They knew their audience. They knew what how to market. Take everything that was good from World and 10x on top of that, and then boom, shove it out. And next thing you know, you got sales. You got people that constantly want to play the game, that want to continue playing the game. You got DLC coming up. It's just fun, man. I mean, to go against this, I don't know how you go against it. It's like it's like ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream? There's some people who don't like ice cream. But you guys, you know what I'm trying to say? It's vanilla or chocolate ice cream. Me personally, I like mint chocolate chip. But it's just ice cream. It's like, how could you not? You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's fun. It's good. It's Game of the Year, in my personal opinion. I'll check out Kazan when it comes out. Don't think it's going to be as good as Wilds. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the video. See ya.